on this Tuesday. It's Halloween, and I'm live, okay? I am live. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm here. Live streaming means something now because I'm live, damn it. Salute to everybody that's here, moderators, channel members. Salute to everybody that's here. Y'all know nobody goes live like I do. Nobody is going to, well, I ain't going to say nobody, but, you know, hell, I got to big myself up, right? If you're not going to big yourself up, who else is going to do it, right? But I feel like, you know, what I do is great. Consistent. I haven't bent the knee. I ain't folded. I ain't switched up for nobody. Not bringing heifers on the platform and changing, doing a 180. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Conforming for heifers. That will never happen. Do you hear me? We don't conform. We don't bend. We don't fold. Okay? We don't break. Salute to everybody that's here. Moderators, channel members, Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, I posted my video about Cynthia G on Patreon a few days ago. And so make sure if y'all haven't, go check it out. It was great commentary. I may do a part 2, but I think a part 1 is enough. I think I said all I need to say. I'm telling you right now, YouTube has changed a lot, but I have for so long been myself. I've never allowed YouTube to change me. My content may have shifted a little bit as far as focusing on entertainment, sports, and all that, but I'm still going to give you real commentary, even on this Halloween. You know, I'm not going to switch up. I'm not going to become, you know, female friendly because females are being friendly to me. That's never been me. And I've been consistent about marriage. I'm not a supporter of it. I said it in my video. And I'm probably going to have a rant on that as well. Saying in the video ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the description box of this live stream is the video that I posted today. If you haven't seen it, I still got people sending me this topic on Instagram when I already have done a video. So you know what I did? I put the video in the description box of this live stream so people can stop sending me the topic. Okay? But this topic, and as well as the one I did about the former NBA player and his wife. People still sending me.
Wade and Gabe no more. Will and Jada are next, lol.
Appreciate that, Eric. Wade and Gabe no more. Will and Jada are next. I could see that. You know, Will Smith was Will Smith was on this podcast with Salt and Pepper, right? And he was talking about the past, right? And it seems like Will is doing his own thing. You know, I don't think he wants to divorce. I think that he wants to avoid a divorce, but just do his own thing. Right? So when you look at this situation with D Wade and Gabrielle Union, we're going to get into it, right? There's speculation going on. I didn't post a video on it because I wanted to wait. But I'm telling you right now, there's nothing that I have seen that has dissuaded me from doing this live stream. So we're going to get into it. You know? Sister G said contact a brother like, shout out to Sister G contact a brother like, nah, she's not going to talk to me. I mean, she might. You know, I told y'all, Cynthia G does this for the money. Her commentary is for the money. I'm sorry. She does feel that way, but just by listening to her, I could tell it's for the money. You know, You have us think that she be out here like leading the charge against black men. That's not what it is. This is a job for her. This is why you got to make money outside of YouTube, and that's what I've done. You know what I'm saying? I've set myself up financially outside of YouTube. I don't have to do this, but other people do. They leave their jobs to come to YouTube. If I could give advice to anybody, I will tell them this: you better work on another source of income. I guarantee you, you're going to realize at some point you made a mistake. Shout out to Sir Yeetus. It's about time. Now, again, I want to make this very clear before I go forward. There is no reports of them divorcing. We're just speaking on what we know so far, but there hasn't been a definitive news story about them getting a divorce. Only that D Wade is apparently hanging out with another woman, and Gabrielle Union is spending her birthday with other people. They're not even together for her birthday. You know, so the signs are there. But I want to delve deep into the damage that she has done to his son, well, at least one of his sons. And the fact that she is still bitter about the child that he had with another woman. So we're going to get into it. This person says, commentary is real, but your head is getting big. Pride comes for the fall. I've been doing this shit for almost 10 years. I could talk as much shit as I want. I'm not new to this. You person I'm not going to name. You're in my chat room. You have to subscribe to chat, so you subscribe to me. Bro, every content creator has an ego. I mean, I'm not saying I have an ego, but if you don't big yourself up as a man, then you have no self-confidence. And that's the problem with a lot of you. See, I'm not an arrogant person. I'm just a very confident person in what I do because I am good at what I do. Content creating comes easy for me. Okay? It's easy for me. The work is hard, but content creator, I can whip up a video in a matter of minutes. It's nothing to me. So yes, I can speak the way I speak. And you damn right I have pride because I built this shit from the ground up. So I have every right to say what I want to say. Person who subscribed to me but wants to give me backhanded compliments.
It's about time,
as if I
but
give
it's
a
too
shit.
late. Kids are FCKED.
Appreciate that. It's not showing up in the chat. Oh, that's Sir Yeetus. Shout out to Sir Yeetus. Y'all love coming in here and telling me I'm big-headed. I've been doing this for 10 years. I have every right because I am better than most of your favorites. Is that why you're upset? Because I'm able to say that? Because I am. It is what it is. I mean, what you want me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all coming at me, and I'm telling y'all, I'm the type of person, I will address you and make fun of you because you're coming to me telling me what I can't or cannot do. That's crazy to me. What is wrong with you people? Like, you ain't got nothing else to do? You know? It's crazy. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here in the chat room. Matthew, last name, Shing, XL Pro, Christina, Aboa, King Bolo, Brian, Kenny, Yakuza, Shakars, Shakars, Darlene, what's up? Monk, Chocolate City, Zeke, Dion, see Nick, Leilani, Dab, Brian, Dwyane, Van Bivens, Ramir, see Eric, Charm, Shantia, Storm Chaser, see Ramir, Brian, King Carolina, Rodriguez, see my grandma, Daisy, see Eric, Black Propaganda, let's see, Derek, what's up? T-Man was good. I mean, I don't know who you people think you're talking to. Like, I mean, I've changed a lot over the years. I've had to tone it down. Okay. Cause this shit used to be stressful, but I don't let this stress me out no more. That's why I take time off. There'll be days where I don't even post a video or go live. I have to do that now. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into what's going on with D-Wade and why people believe they separated. I don't believe that this is, just made up out of nowhere. I do think there's validity to this. I mean, it reminds me of Waka Flocka Flame's marriage. They just the marriage just fizzled out, and they didn't really go public about it. Other people really had to go public about it, not them. So they're not going to tell you whether they separated again or not. Let's see. Sean said Daisy's been holding. Yeah, Daisy's been here for a minute. She's been a member loyally, and there's some other people as well. I know. Listen, I know the people that support and people don't. That's fine. But you're not gonna come in here and talk shit to me, talk crazy to me. You will get sunned. You will get sunned. That's the type of time I'm on. You will get sunned if you come here thinking you're just gonna talk to me any kind of way. You're gonna get sunned. Okay. That's just how it is. So we're gonna get into it. Make sure y'all follow me on all my social media as well: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, X, Twitter X or whatever. Also, join the channel, become a member. Right. But we've seen marriages fizzled out where the two people never tell whether they've divorced or not. We find out once they start dating other people, if they ever. Will and Jada are not together. I believe they live separate lives. I think Will is doing his own thing, but he's probably made a promise to her that he'll never date another woman as long as they are together, as long as they're still married. So when you look at this Gabrielle Union D-Wade news, right? You look at what's going on. There's no definitive report. And I'm gonna say it again. There's no definitive report that these two have separated, but there are social media detectives that are putting two and two together. I believe D-Wade and Gabrielle Union are living separate lives. Okay, Leilani, well, that's good to hear. It's good to hear that I'm helping women, and that's what I want to do. This is a side note. If women understand my point of view on things, then that shows that my work is actually being done correctly, and I'm not alienating people, and I don't have to change who I am, right? People either like what I say or they don't. You know what I'm saying? You could just look at previous live streams and look who's here, who was here, and who ain't here no more. Make sure y'all like this stream, though. I believe D-Wade and Gabrielle Union are living separate lives. I don't think they're going to publicly say we separated for a little while. It might be a trial separation. Look at, what is his name? Look at Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor and her situation, she never went public, her and her husband, like telling people that they've been separated for months. Because when he got put out there, Iman Shumpert is who I'm talking about. When Iman Shumpert got put out there for cheating, she immediately went public and said, you know what? We're not even together, and we haven't been together for months. That could be what's going on with D-Wade and Gabrielle Union. Why are there reports that D-Wade is hanging out with another woman? Have we ever heard of D-Wade hanging out with any women other than Gabrielle Union? Why are we hearing about it now? You know? Why are we just hearing about him hanging out with different women? It's because slowly but surely, you're going to see the disintegration of this union. Nothing surprises me anymore. There have been a few times where I've spoken about divorces and you come to find out those people didn't separate. But that was like a few times. The majority of the time when I speak on these things, I'm right on the money. The one marriage that I did not see dissolving as quickly as it did was Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard marriage disintegrated less than a year after they got married. And they have been together for over 10 years almost, I think. Yeah, about over 10 years. But as soon as he married her, it falls apart because he never wanted to marry her. Marriage was for her. It wasn't for him. You males have got to stop marrying women because that woman wants to marry. If you're comfortable with the way things are, then let it be that. But the fact that you guys are getting married because your woman wants you to get married, you don't have control over your household. I will never be pressed into marrying no woman. I don't care how much I love her. I'm not going to be pressured into marrying her. It ain't going to happen. Because I know as soon as I put that ring on her finger, now, if we separate, she's going to feel like she's entitled to walk away with half of what I've built, or at least a good portion of walk away money, property, right? Instead of you just signing a prenup, because we see it now where Tyrese's ex-wife signed a prenup, but she wants to contest the prenup. Like, what? Y'all was only married for what, 3 years? And you want to contest the marriage, the prenup. That's why marriage is such a gamble. It really is. Marriage is such a gamble. And I just think that men are better off not getting married. Now, I will say this, though, because I said it in my video today about the PJ Washington marriage, right? PJ Washington married his girlfriend, his baby mama, right? I said that's a mistake. You're 25 years old. Why are you getting married? Why don't you wait until you're retired to get married? If that woman really wants to be with you, she'll wait until after you're once you're a little bit older, a little bit wiser at the tail end of your career, you need to focus on your basketball career. And I'm sorry to say this, but Black athletes, marriages fall apart very quickly. But a lot of these white athletes, their marriages, when they get married young in their career, those marriages do tend to last. But I think a lot of these Black athletes, after they get to the NBA and they start dating and they want to marry, they marry the wrong type of women. You know what I'm saying? So you've already have one strike against you. The second strike is that you're going to be on the road. She might be a little bit jealous. And it might become a really big situation where, you could be another statistic, right? You could be another NBA player that ends up in a domestic situation because you want to go and hang out and your girlfriend don't like the fact that you're going to be around other women. And you end up Kevin Porter Jr. You become another Kevin Porter Jr. A guy who should not be trying to get into no solid relationship. You're in your early 20s. Why are you trying to wife up a chick in your early 20s? These dudes are trying to pretend like they want monogamy. You don't want no monogamy. You want to go out here and chase heifers. Let's talk about it. What's good, Loving Homes? Says stopping by to say hi and good night. Okay, Loving Homes, I appreciate you stopping by. Shout out to you for showing support, Loving Homes. You want to chase heifers. You don't want to be in no monogamous, serious relationship, right? You're 23 years old. The athletes back in the day would just run through chicks. And then once they got a little bit older, then they'll marry. Once they're retired, then they get married. The athletes of today, they get into a relationship with the most attractive woman they've ever been with, and they trying to put a ring on her finger. It's like, bro, slow down. Now, when you look at D-Wade married for the second time, right? To a woman who had already, I believe, previously been married before. And she changed a lot of the direction of that family. I really do think so. I think a lot of D-Wade's ideology now is due to her. Look at all these other liberal women in Hollywood. Shout out to Leilani.
Jay, my daughter been checking you out, but she thinks
Okay.
you're going to break her heart.
What?
Unamused.
Well, I haven't even met her first. How am I gonna break her heart? I ain't met her first. Tell her to stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never met your daughter yet, but tell your daughter I appreciate her checking out everything, and I hope she's a fan. I hope she's a supporter. Hopefully, she supports the platform. You know, but I don't know what else to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Tell her I'm not looking for marriage. You know what I'm saying? But look at all these other liberal women in Hollywood and how they're trying to make their sons into daughters. Gabrielle Union has that same ideology. Right? I don't think D-Wade was on that when he first got with her. But I think that she changed. I think that she changed things. And now the marriage is falling apart. I believe the marriage is falling apart. Y'all can believe that they're gonna stick it out. I think they're on a trial separation. I think they're on a trial separation. Like they were before, but last time they was on a trial separation, he ended up getting a woman pregnant. And she's held that grudge against him ever since. And she probably uses it against him. Never marry a liberal woman. She's going to ruin your sons. Make sure y'all like the stream. We're really about to get deep into this. Marriage is a joke. Especially when you have a lot as a man to lose. These women will marry you and then they'll start changing things. Especially when you're talking about a liberal woman. Liberal women should never get married. You should never want to marry a liberal woman. But maybe at the time when they got together, everything wasn't so political. But she's in Hollywood. D-Wade started dressing different, started acting different, talking about how his son is now a girl. Like, you could tell that Gabrielle doesn't care about his children because she's probably the main one pushing this bullshit. And he's going along with it. You know why? Because she's using that break baby that he had. She's using that against him to shame him. Gabrielle acting like she wasn't out screwing somebody else when they were broken up. We know that Gabby used to get it in before she got with D-Wade. She said she was going crazy, doing a whole lot of screwing before she got with D-Wade. So we're not talking about a woman that's just out here getting into long-term relationships and not really in these streets. Gabrielle Union was in these streets and then some. I'm telling you right now, I would not be shocked if they end up breaking up but not divorcing. Because that's the new thing now, is to break up but not get a divorce. But what happens when you want to move on? What happens when you want to get into a new relationship? I don't think they want to be looked upon as a failure. I think the only thing that keeps people like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith together is the fact that they don't want to give people the satisfaction of seeing them divorced. They don't want people to gloat about their divorce, but we gonna gloat anyway. We're gonna make fun of you anyway. We're gonna clown you anyway. I'm gonna make videos anyway. I'm gonna talk about it. Look, I'm talking about this. We're gonna talk about it anyway. You're gonna be a subject anyway. Jay, I never looked at D-Wade and Gabrielle's relationship as goals because it's not. People got to stop living through celebrities. That's why I speak about celebrities, because I feel like people worship celebrities, especially during political season, and I want to break that. You know, that's why I go in on celebrities, because they're trying to socially engineer the public, and I'm gonna be one of those people to speak up. And none of you people can shame me into stopping. Y'all love to shame. Oh, you're talking about celebrities. You're gossiping. I'm gossiping about your favorite celebrity that you worship. And I'm not even gossiping. I'm just reacting. Responding. Not necessarily reacting, but I'm responding to what these people do. I'm responding to their fuckery. That's what I'm doing here. I do believe their marriage has been falling apart for a long time. Ever since she wrote that book, and her speaking tour, you could tell that she still is bitter. She's still bitter about him having that baby with that other woman. Because at the time, she didn't have a child with D-Wade. But D-Wade goes and has a child with this other woman first. Oh, that pissed her off. And she's been holding that over his head ever since. And I could see that breaking this marriage apart. So what D-Wade allowed her to do is he allowed her to have more say-so in the raising of his children. Not her children, his children. So I do think this marriage is falling apart. None of y'all are going to dissuade me otherwise. And it's been falling apart for years. Ever since he had a baby by the little woman, this marriage has slowly been falling apart. And he's been doing everything he can to make it up to her. This is why I tell y'all, never chase a woman that you're already in a relationship with. Just be consistent. If a woman is still trying to make you chase her after you get with her, that woman is playing games with you. Because I guarantee you, the other men she been with, she was chasing them. But she sees how much you care about her and what you're willing to do for her, and she uses that against you. You also got to understand, she wasn't getting much work in Hollywood when they really got together. She wasn't getting that much work in Hollywood. She's been getting a little bit more work recently of the last couple of years. She had a show with Jessica Alba. Speaking of keeping a man, Jessica Alba can keep a man, and she's not I haven't heard anything else, but Jessica Alba is not trying to transition any males around her into females. She's not out here pushing agendas that I know of. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this marriage is falling apart. And it's been falling apart for quite some time. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. People are going to tell y'all that nothing is going on here. Yes, it is. Go back to her speaking tours. Go look up the articles where she talks about when she's promoting her book, and she talks about how hurt she was when he had that side baby. And y'all got to understand, that happened in 2013, I believe. I believe that happened in 2013. And she, years later, when she's doing her book tour, she's bringing that up. She's been talking about it for years. And I do think that y'all got to understand something. Just because a couple looks happy together does not mean they are happy together. D Wade, why are you not spending time with your wife on her birthday? Why are you sending her Instagram birthday messages, but you're not spending time with her? She's going on a birthday trip with the girls. Why you ain't with her? It's her birthday. It's not like it's just some random trip. Why are you not spending time with the woman that you say that you love? But we're supposed to believe everything is good? And what is with this Gabrielle is rediscovering herself? What does that mean? She's rediscovering herself. What does that even mean? D Wade? What's up, Steven? She's rediscovering herself. Rediscovering what? Now, according to Dumoy, I think that's how you pronounce it, Domoy, which is an Instagram blog, they break stories. They've broken a lot of different stories. They claim that they got a tip that D Wade was getting cozy with a woman at a Malibu restaurant for a few hours, and it wasn't Gabrielle Union. We ain't making this up. So D Wade, who was you getting cozy to? Is it your baby's mother? Not your wife, but your baby's mother, the woman that you slept with while y'all was on that break, quote unquote. So they have a report that you're hanging out with another. Now, again, this is why, y'all can't sit here and try to tell me that everything is good. There's a report that D Wade is hanging out at a Malibu restaurant for a few hours with a woman that wasn't Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union is taking a birthday trip without D Wade. People are claiming that his birthday message was dry. These people do anything for public relations. We see through you. We see through you. We really do. Now, D Wade's message, I'm gonna put on the screen. But he had this message that he put up. People saying it was a dry message. People saying it was a dry message, man. You know? Let's see. Right there. It says, singing out of tune, happy birthday. May your journey to peace become shared stories in your next memoir. So he's mentioning another book that she may write. We love you, and we hope that you're having a day for you. What the hell does that mean, D Wade? Like, why aren't you with her, sir? It seems like you're basically saying, I hope you find happiness wherever you find it. That's what that's telling me. That's telling me that you hope that she finds happiness wherever she's at. His assistant sent them. I believe his assistant probably did. He's some way getting it in with another woman somewhere. He probably had his assistant write this message up. Like, what journey to peace does she need to find? Like we trying to figure this out, D-Wade. Some of the comments says they are trying to do damage control. Yes, I believe y'all are separated. Caption is a bit dry. Gabrielle Union wrote that with the crying emojis, saying that she loves. Now, this is from Gabrielle Union. It says, when clarity, truth, and transparency are present, there's only room for evolution. You see, women don't write posts like this unless they about to divorce somebody, right? This is what Tia Mowry was doing. This is what Tia Mowry is doing. Tia Mowry was writing posts like this right when she was about to leave Corey. She was writing posts like this. Even Jeezy put out a cryptic post right when the news broke that he left Jeannie Mai. He was posting messages just like this. So don't be shocked if you start in the coming days or week that they have pretty much divorced each other. These are the type of posts you put up when you about to leave somebody. Because if you already have happiness, what the hell do you need to find? What do you need to find? Somebody else? Maybe because of my, let's go the astrology. Let's go astrology here. Because of my astrological sign, I can see through all of this. Okay? You can't try to do the deep thinking thing with me because I'll see right through it. And this is maybe they're just doing a quick little breakup and again right back together. But when women write stuff like this, it's a precursor to they want something new. Tia Mowry did a lot of this. Tia Mowry did a lot of this sort of, I need to find something new. I need to move on. I need the next journey, right? They always do this before they break up with somebody. Again, Jeezy did the same thing. When that news broke of the divorce, he put out that cryptic post, I think the day before. I guess they do want a hot girl summer. Let's see. Is there any more else on this blog? But I could see more happening in the coming days. But yeah, I just want to speak on that. I got some other stuff I want to get into while I'm live tonight that's been in my spirit. Let's talk about Ice Spice, okay? Ice Spice was performing, and there's a clip that's going viral. And the clip is of Ice Spice performing, and she's tugging this dress. She's supposed to be, who is she supposed to be for Halloween? Is it Betty Boop? She was supposed to be, and she was tugging that her dress down. I can't even show it. Ladies, this is why men don't take you seriously in hip hop anymore. All y'all are doing is twerking. You're talking about how good your box is, how you can get all these men. You know, you're putting your body on display for the world to see, and then you wonder why you get no respect in hip hop. Nobody takes what you say seriously in raps. People think that you're a buffoon. Yeah, Betty Boop. I think I said that. Did I say that right? And this has become women in our society. A lot of y'all, and as Nikki D, who is a this person here, says that, you know, this is the prostitution era of hip hop, and I absolutely agree. You know, people try to say that women taking over rap. No, y'all ain't. Y'all are getting slaughtered out by these rappers. How y'all gonna take over something when y'all getting slaughtered out by these rappers? Lotto is a side chick to 21 Savage, okay? Career barely hanging on by a thread, you know? And Glorilla allegedly hooking up with Lil Baby. Meg Thee Stallion was hooking up with all these rappers, right? Y'all are not taking over nothing except for the data. Y'all have oversaturated dating market because most of y'all heifers are single. And y'all are pushing slower music to vulnerable, mentally vulnerable women who are out here getting BBLs and they getting slurred out. This is why nobody takes Ice Spice seriously. And they say that, you know what, she's a plant. The woman, there are people who feel like she has absolutely no talent, except for her getting on stage with this dress on. I can't even show her in the dress because I can't even, because she got all her assets out. She got all her assets out on stage. But you got women claiming that men are thirsty. Oh, we thirsty? But your favorite female rappers are on stage looking thirsty for attention. We are in the absolutely. You know why we in the prostitution era of hip hop? Because these heifer rappers are getting slurred out. They getting slurred out. They are getting slurred out. How you on stage in this tiny dress? You keep pulling it down. She might as well just not have nothing on. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen. There's going to come a time where women going to be outside walking around damn near nude. All right, why not? Like, why not? I've literally seen a woman walk into a place of business with no clothes on. BBL'd up. These women don't care no more. You're going to start seeing women walking around in lingerie, thongs, might have a top on, might not. That's what you're going to see. They don't care no more. It ain't just the prostitution era, it's the slur era. And you're going to see these women say, they're going to go out, they're going to say, why not? Why not take everything off? Y'all not checking these heifers. That's why they're doing it. So this woman has to take it upon herself to call it out. Let's get into this. Nicki D has offered a critique of the rising generation of rappers after an Ice Spice performance caught her attention for all the wrong reasons. Let's see it. Hold on. Taken to Instagram on Sunday, the veteran MC was the first female rapper signed to Def Jam, shared her thoughts on the current state of the industry, referencing the 23-year-old's performance in New Jersey at Power 105 Powerhouse on the day of. These heifers are always at festivals. They never headline their own shows because they don't have any real fans. They really don't. Oh, come the F on. You mean to tell me this is true talent? The female genre of hip-hop today is the prostitution era. Fight me, wrote Nicki D, sharing a clip of Ice Spice on stage. In a short video, the Bronx native performs her breakthrough record, Munch, while dressed as Betty Boop in the spirit of Halloween. Notice the only 2 times the crowd reacts during the familiar Munch line and when she turns around and shows her assets. Oh, can't even show you this picture. What is going on out here? Y'all listen. Y'all talking about how men are thirsty. Listen, men who are attracted to women, if we see women walking around with little to no clothes on, what you expect us to do? Y'all don't expect us to look, right? We're gonna look. Women are walking out here with damn near nothing on. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen women in public recently with damn near nothing on, especially when the weather's hot. When the weather cold, right? They either out here in some leggings or in some of the shortest, like, I don't know what you call the legging shorts things, the tights, whatever you call them. Because they got the ones that shows off your backside more. Like they don't care. Like what's going on out here, family? Like ladies, y'all don't care about, thirst. Obviously you don't. So when I see you heifers online complaining, why are men looking at you in the gym, but then you do what Ice Spice is doing? You're wearing things for a reaction. Men are gonna look. I'm starting to think that some of you heifers really don't have much common sense and not very intelligent. Even though you claim you're intelligent, you don't have any social intelligence. A lot of y'all are weird. I can't even show y'all. I gotta skip through this. Can't even show y'all this. I can't even show the people. These focus. Listen, I'm telling y'all, man, something is wrong with the Western woman. And the fact that the majority of women won't call it out, it's just mind-boggling to me. But y'all expect men to respect you. This is why men have no respect for y'all. This is why men are slurring women out, not marrying them, don't want to be in a relationship with them, because a lot of you women have no self-respect. You can get online and you can complain all you want to. You can make as many goofy lists as you want to. You're the reason why men don't respect you. You are. In a lengthy caption, continued to elaborate, she's one of the top female rappers out at the moment. Where her show, production, rehearsal, and for God's sake, please stop singing over those studio vocals. It's not a live show at that point. The Daddy's Little Girl rapper continued by offering a member of Ice Spice team to contact her, explaining this girl got 5 minutes left and y'all gonna blow it. Yeah, her 15 minutes definitely about over. Sexy Red is getting more attention than Ice Spice. This is why Ice Spice is doing this. Ice Spice is doing this because people are paying less and less attention to her. In the subsequent upload, Nikki D clarified her initial statement was addressing the business on a whole. Y'all look at this, family. Look, family. Okay, can y'all probably can't see it. Hold on. It's probably good. And y'all wonder why men don't respect you. Y'all don't give us anything to respect. Y'all say, well, we don't respect y'all men. Okay. Well, men, the majority of men leave the house looking respectable. The majority of rappers are not out there, trying to get physical attention, is what I'm saying. Right? But a lot of these women do this and they wonder why these young girls have no direction. These young girls are turning to OnlyFans and are, getting online and doing the most for attention. Because look at who they look up to. Look at who they look up to. They look up to females like this who are out there, dressed provocatively just so they can get hits. I can't even play this video because I know that YouTube's will be like, This is absolutely ridiculous. And this is why most female rappers they're not really successful. They're only getting the chances that they get because they know that there's a market for thirsty men. OnlyFans. This is the influence of OnlyFans. OnlyFans has influenced society so much so that women are literally have made their gimmick being as slorish as possible. Their whole gimmick is to be as slorish as possible. That's their whole gimmick. That's the influence of OnlyFans and Instagram. Let's see. Is that it? So I wanted to speak on this because this is where we're at, people. This is why no one has absolutely no respect for the majority of Western women and why they're not wife material. Y'all can get mad you can get mad all you want to. You can make as many goofy lists as you want to, but you heifers are not wife material. You're not, because you follow behind women like Ice Spice. This is why Kanye West did not want his daughter dressing up like Ice Spice. Okay? Whew. Let's see. We really got to speak on this shit, man. We got to speak on the heiferization of these women. It's getting bad out here. I mean, it's getting real bad out here. It really is. Is this what it's come to with female rap? She can't even headline her own shows. She can't even family. She can't even headline her own show. Who's gonna care? She can't. But this is what she can do. She can get on here and do the most. Society, listen, modern society has destroyed Western women. Western women are a destroyed group of people. I've said this over and over. They are a destroyed group of people. They really are. And really, they have nobody to really blame but themselves. If you really look at it, Okay. Let's see. I got another topic I'm gonna speak on. Y'all give me a second, y'all. These heifers, man, they just, they just out here doing the most. And the thing is, they have absolutely no regard for anybody. They could have been, minors at that show. There could have been minors at that show. She don't care. Let's see. And hopefully none of y'all got any female, young females in your family that is trying to dress like Ice Spice and trying, be like her. Hold on a second. Okay, let's talk about this. Talk about this heifer here. Kimora Lee. Yo, speaking of dysfunctional, here's a 3 times the baby mama complaining about her baby's fathers and how they left her to be a single mother. Nobody left you to be a single mother. You chose to be with those men. Russell Simmons, the actor, I believe his name is it Jaye Hansu? I think that's his name. And then you was with the financial guy, right? They got caught up. He owes a lot of money, and she couldn't wait to get out of that situation because she don't want to have to be burdened by his bad choices. So, ladies and gentlemen, women like this are why I tell y'all that gold diggers are losing, because every guy she gets with them because they have money and fame. And what ends up happening is she ends up getting dumped. And then she realizes it's only downhill from there, right? It's only downhill from there. You could try to blame the men all you want to, Kimora, but at the end of the day, you chose the men that you chose. You did. And I see a lot of these older women when in their 40s or 50s, they want to blame their exes for why no one wants them. No one wants you, Kimora, because I'm pretty sure you're probably very difficult to deal with. I could see a scenario where you're driving those men crazy. All right? Look at what Russell Simmons is going through with her. I think they gaslight him, even though I think Russell has made dumb decisions in regards to how he has approached things with his daughter. But I think that a lot is going on behind the scenes that a lot of us don't know. And I believe that she is the one fanning the flames because she's a greedy gold digger that is losing out here. See, gold diggers don't win long term. Gold diggers win short term. And what happens is they always end up with the man they've always should have been with, a bum. And we see it with all these divorces. Y'all, how many videos have I done about celebrity divorces? You never hear from those women again. You know why? Because those women are never able to get another athlete or entertainer ever again. Now, they may date them. Look at Tiger Woods' wife. Tiger Woods' wife dated, but she never really got with another Tiger Woods. She's living a quiet life, spending his millions. But these other women that I have talked about, they never are able to get another man like that. They always end up with the type of man that they've always should have been with, a bum, a loser, a man who's living off them. Look at Exhibit. Exhibit, when he broke up with his wife, she started dating some wannabe struggle rapper who was living in the home that he paid for. And that's the type of man she wanted to be with. She probably could have got better, but these women are so dysfunctional and they are so not worth being married to that once they are out of these marriages, they recoil back into who they truly are. You know, they fall backwards into the type of woman that they always was. A greedy ass woman that's lazy, that don't want to do for herself. That is a fact. That's Kimora Lee, living off other people's money. How many businesses has Russell invested in her that failed? That's why Russell upset with her, because he's probably invested in a business with Kimora and the new guy that she had been with. And it's still and she still failed. He gave her baby fat. She fell at that as well. Everything that Kimora Lee has gotten has failed. She's never built really anything on her own. Now, y'all can tell me what Kimora has built, but I don't think she's built anything. The majority of you Western women don't build anything. That's why you're mad. That's why you're creating lists talking about you won't date this type of man or that type of man. A lot of y'all don't have a man. And that's one of the reasons why you don't have a man. You don't know what you're talking about. You should be out here trying to get what you can get. Because a lot of you women are so delusional. You think you deserve more than what you got. No, you don't. You deserve exactly what you have. You are who you are. I don't care how much makeup you wear, how much weave you get, how many surgeries you get. I don't even care if you bleach your skin. You are still who you are, and nothing will change that. Nothing will change that. You are who you are. Those habits are not going anywhere. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Those habits are not going anywhere. Let's get into what this heifer had to say. Kimora Lee Simmons says she doesn't have a great relationship with the fathers of her children. The former supermodel shares daughters Aoki and Ming with ex-husband Russell Simmons and son Kenzo with actor, I think it's Jaye Hansu. That's how I pronounce his name. She also has a son Wolf with Tim Lassiter and a 13-year-old adopted son named Gary. I don't really have a great relationship with any of them, and they've left me to just kind of do things on my own, she said in a recent interview with Bustle. I do everything on my own. Like I say, I'm a single mom. Kimora also told the publication she feels bruised by it all as it relates to her exes. I feel like I've run into con artists every step of the way, she shared. I have beautiful children, and our necessity for men in our life is very minimal. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. It's not giving what it was supposed to have gave. Aw. So you lost. You're a loser, is what you're saying. Make sure y'all like the stream. So what Kimora's saying is that basically she is a loser who made bad choices. And now she's teaching her two daughters to be losers just like her, to think short term just like her. And when she talks about con artists, she's talking about the guy Tim. Tim is being accused of being a con artist and in a real life scammer. I mean, he's caught up in a financial crime. So maybe she's talking about him as far as being a con artist. But Kimora, you did damage to yourself. Okay? You did damage to yourself. You chose to date the men, especially after Russell. After she broke up with Russell, she could have dated anybody that she wanted to. She chose to get with an actor. Then she chose to get with a financial guy, right? These are choices. Now she wants to blame the men. Elsewhere in the conversation, Kimora addressed a public dispute between Russell and Aoki on Father's Day. We reported previously that Simmons lashed out online when Ming Lee posted a photo of her mother for the holiday instead of her famous father. As Page 6 reports, Simmons responded with cryptic messages on social media, posting a meme that read, "Stop telling Father's Day should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight it all." See, they don't like that. You see, women hate when the fathers of their children fight for custody. And what they do is they try to destroy the relationship that the fathers have with their children. It's typical bitter heifer playbook, right? And then once the children are grown, then they want to talk about how they did it by themselves. The father didn't want to be there. No, you sabotaged it. You sabotaged the relationship that those children have with their fathers. Stop lying. You're a liar. In a separate image stated, the father you have is the perfect father for the evolution of your soul and the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime. Aoki clapped back and claimed her father has been awful to her for years, and that's just the truth. She also shared a private text message between them and suggests in the Instagram story that Simmons may be mentally ill. In her Bustle interview, Kimora said the highly publicized incident, "All my life, I just sat there quietly and I took things, but I don't have to do that," she said in a report as reported by Vibe. At the end of the day, you go to bed, you're with yourself. You have to be proud of the steps you've made and definitely not let somebody bully you or push you over. I don't care if that's your dad, uncle, your friend, someone you don't know. We're not going to have it. She continues. She's going to raise her daughters to be just like her, and they're going to be just as miserable as her. You can't hate your father and think you're going to have a functional relationship with men. That's just not going to happen. You're going to raise bitter women who are going to be on social media with stupid ass lists talking about, "I won't go to Cheesecake Factory or Applebee's." No, you're going to be by yourself, having to learn how to cook because you can't cook anyway. That's what's going to happen. You heifers is crazy, man. What's going on out here? That's why you're single. That's why you're single. And I want to say this to the chameleons that make content claiming that they're speaking for men. Why don't y'all address these things with these women? Why don't y'all say, forget marriage? Why don't you tell men to not get married? Why don't you address these women who are going after men financially, who are trying to keep men from getting a relationship with their children, right? Who spread lies and BS about them? I'm noticing that some of that is lacking in your commentary. Y'all need to address these women, and y'all vaguely address them. Y'all are tiptoe instead of actually pointing to the fact the majority of these women are not wife material. They're not. So a lot of you women who claim that you're speaking for men, why don't you really call these women out? All right. There have been people who said some detrimental things about us, and y'all don't say shit. Unless your followers bring it up to you. But more than likely, you're not going to say nothing. But, it is what it is. Salute to everybody that's here. I just needed to speak on that, women like Kimora always lose. You gold diggers Y'all can listen to these women on here, lie to y'all, and manipulate y'all. But let me tell you something right now. Gold diggers don't win long terms. Gold diggers never win long term, especially when you hit the wall, especially when you're out of your prime. And you know what's sad about all of this is that a lot of y'all women are going to get used up. And then once you get to a certain age, even the men, let's say in your mid to late 40s or early 50s, those men are not going to want you. So what you going to do then? What you going to do then? You going to get online and try to compete with younger women? That's a fail because one, you older women just can't compete with younger women. I mean, not all. I'm not talking about in all scenarios because I do think there are older women out here who I think are just at a different level than some of these younger women. But the majority of older women are out here competing with these younger women because they know that they have wasted so much time. And now they're at an age where loneliness is about to kick in and they're not getting the same amount of attention anymore, especially from the men that they like. So they think that by competing with younger women, they can get that back. You may get it back temporarily, but then you'll go back to being who you are. You know, once you take off the makeup and the wigs and, you know what I'm saying, all of that, the wear and tear is going to be there. You know, the wear and tear is going to be there. You can do all this for social media, but when you're in person, when you're around somebody in the mental scars, you know, a lot of y'all have short fuses. You have a disdain towards men that you hide. You hide your disdain towards men. You hide it. But we see you. At least I do. Okay? But keep waiting on Mr. Perfect because he ain't showing up. Okay? The majority of you helpers are out here waiting for Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect ain't coming, okay? They out here waiting on Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect wants nothing to do with you heifers either, okay? He wants absolutely nothing to do with y'all. There's nothing he can do for y'all, right? But y'all all are waiting for Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect ain't coming. There is no Mr. Perfect out here. He ain't showing up. It's over. You know, if y'all don't choose better men when you're in your prime and you waste those years chasing that golden carrot, chasing, you know, you want to be out here in these streets and you want to throw away marriages and relationships because you want to compete with these younger women and show you still got it. What happens after that? You go home alone, and it's gonna be a recurring theme where you going home alone. You don't have a man to go to. You don't have a man to spend time with. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get online and you're gonna blame all men for that? No, that's a choice that you made. You made that choice. You made that choice. Make the right choice. Okay, listen, I'm speaking this for your own good because I see so many you hurt heifers out here mad at the world. Why don't you just stop looking for a man that don't want you? Y'all out here, I think at least 89. No. I think at least 90. Just when I'm about to wrap everything up, now I got buffering. Okay, let's see. I'm here. I'm just about to, hold on. Hold up. Y'all here? Y'all still here? Y'all still here? Yo, y'all here? I was just about to wrap the stream up. And then we get disturbance. YouTube is like, you need to shut this down. Why are you talking about women like this? YouTube like, yeah, you got to wrap this. Stop talking about these women. Stop. Why are you telling these women these things? Stop saying those things. Right? he keeps calling them heifers. He keeps calling them heifers. He keeps calling them heifers. Oh my God, he keeps calling them heifers. What are we gonna do? You know? So they go the whole stream has been flowing, and then bam. They say you've been saying these things about these women. Stop. You know? I appreciate y'all being here, man. Shout out to everyone that's here. Thank y'all. All right. Moderators, channel members, Patreons. Listen, make sure y'all go subscribe to Patreon. I'm putting up exclusive content. My video about Cynthia G is there. I'm speaking about that in YouTube in general. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, y'all better build that source of income elsewhere. You know? All right, people. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care. Have a good rest of your night. All right?